Why are some authors of essential books to read so enigmatic? Imagine holding a book that feels like a window into another world, yet knowing very little about the person who created it. Some authors of these must-read books seem to keep a mysterious distance from the public. This mystery often makes their work even more intriguing. So, why do some writers choose to stay so private? Many authors prefer to live quiet lives because they want to focus solely on their writing. They might find fame overwhelming or distracting. For example, a famous author like J.D. Salinger withdrew from the spotlight after publishing his most popular works. They often avoid interviews and public appearances to protect their peace and creative space. Another reason is personality traits. Many reclusive writers are naturally introverted. They find comfort in solitude, which helps them concentrate on their stories. Society sometimes misunderstands introversion as being odd or shy, but for these authors, being alone is part of their creative process. Some authors want their books to stand on their own without their personal lives overshadowing the story. By staying private, they let their work speak for itself. This way, readers focus on the themes and messages rather than the author's background. Historical and cultural contexts also play a role. Older writers like Emily Dickinson or Anne Radcliffe lived in times when women or certain groups had fewer chances to be publicly active. They often kept their lives hidden, which adds layers of mystery to their work. Psychological reasons can influence an author's choice to stay private. Some writers face mental health challenges or personal struggles. Edgar Allan Poe, for example, is thought to have had inner conflicts that shaped his dark stories and social withdrawal. Many authors also use pseudonyms or choose to remain anonymous. Elena Ferrante, for instance, writes under a false name to keep her personal identity separate from her work. This adds an extra layer of secrecy and makes readers curious about who she really is. Understanding these reasons helps us see that their privacy is often a deliberate choice. It's about protecting their space and allowing their work to be appreciated without distraction. When we read books by these authors, we get to focus on the story and its themes, not their personal lives. In the world of books to read before you die, many essential titles come from authors who prefer to stay mysterious. This adds a special kind of allure to their work, making the reading journey even more engaging. Knowing an author is reclusive or private can make us more curious and thoughtful about the stories they tell. It encourages us to interpret their work on our own, without the influence of their personal fame or notoriety. For readers, this means approaching these books with an open mind. Recognize that the lack of personal details is often a choice made by the author to keep the focus on the message. It also reminds us that great stories can come from people who prefer to stay behind the scenes. Their mystery only adds to the magic of their books, making each reading experience feel like a special discovery.